Thank you for watching ccpoe.tv, a service of Coleman County Schools.
Looks like they're about lined up. Good morning. Welcome. I'm Daniel Wakefield, principal of Hanceville High School, and on behalf of Coleman County School Superintendent Dr. Shane Barnett and Hanceville School Board member Mr. Kenny Brockman, it is an honor to welcome you to the 2025 Hanceville School graduation ceremony. I also, right off the bat, want to appreciate our staff, Miss Emily Brown, Miss Grochowski, and all of our fine teachers. Without them, none of this would be possible, and I greatly appreciate their hard work and their efforts in making this day happen. One more special thanks to Mr. Adams. He is our graduation ceremony coordinator, and he does a great job every year of keeping me straight and make sure that everything runs smoothly. Well, you're finally getting rid of me. Since August of 2018, I've had the privilege of being the principal of the majority of our 93 graduates that sit before you today. It's been a long 7-year journey that I'm proud to say I've been a part of. I've seen many 11 and 12-year-old kids turn into 18-year-old adults right before my eyes, and I see many, many students sitting before us that are about to become very successful young adults. So again, we want to welcome everyone here, all of our family, friends, and guests, and at this time, I want to invite Mr. Dominic Sterling for his welcome and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good morning. Please stand for the pledge. Graduates, please remove your hats. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you all. Y'all may be seated.
Good morning. My name is Olivia Stallings, and I'm going to open us up in prayer. Dear Lord, we come to you today, and we were just so grateful for all the people and blessings you have put into our lives. And Lord, I pray that as we continue on in our lives, that we will continue to look to you for guidance, and we will just keep you in our hearts. I pray that everything will go well today, and you will calm any anxiety, and that we will all have a good time and just continue to worship you. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
At this time, I'll introduce to you our 2025 salutatorian, Mr. Dalton Perkle.
My name's Dalton Perkle. I'm proud to be your salutatorian. I want to start this by thanking God, because without him, I wouldn't have made it this far. I also want to thank all the parents and teachers, including my own and everyone else's, that have been with us throughout the years and have helped us reach this point. Hanceville High School has given me so many memories, from winning the state math championship 3 years out of 4, to baseball spring break trips and post-game meals, my girlfriend and my teammates and all my friends. Memories I've made will last a lifetime. I've been a Hanceville Bulldog since kindergarten, and each year I've watched every senior class walk through the school for their last time. I've always looked up to them, thought they were so old and so tall. 2 days ago, we had our own senior walkthrough, and I probably heard 1,000 kids say, "Dang, he's like 7 foot tall." It's a crazy thing to think that I'm now the senior that I looked up to back in elementary. Hasn't been an easy road at all. There's been plenty of late nights spent working on Miss Cohn's essays or doing Eli's Connect assignments. And plenty of procrastination waiting around until the last moment to turn something in. Where's Jacob? But despite all that, we've persevered and made it to today. But today's ceremony is not just the end of the road. Each and every one of you is going to do something great, doing something bigger. Whether you're going to college, enlisting, or just going straight to the workforce, graduation is not the final goal. In Coach Twitty's words, job's not finished. I hope that no matter what you do, every one of you works hard and goes on to do something great. I'm going to close this out with a quote from former MLB player Derek Jeter. There may be people that have more talent than you, but there's no excuse for anyone to work harder than you do. Thank you, and go Bulldogs.
Our 2025 valedictorian, Miss Olivia Stallings.
Graduation is so far away. I remember thinking this at 10 years old. The sun sets and suddenly I'm finishing 8th grade, excited to start high school. And then finally I made it to high school. But still, it seems so far away. 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. Until suddenly I'm putting on my graduation gown, getting ready to part with my classmates and teachers, and finally receiving my diploma, along with a sense of pride and belonging that Hanceville has graced me with. In 8th grade, we all wrote letters to ourselves to read as we were graduating. And I remember being curious yet thrilled about what high school was going to be like, finally getting to drive, friendships, relationships, and so much more, as I know many of you also experienced this anticipation for new milestones. As much as I wanted to know what would happen, and I couldn't fathom growing older or getting ready to say farewell to my classmates or going out on my own. One day I'm 14, excited and hopeful at what's to come, and the next I'm 18, moving on from what I always dreamed of experiencing. When I was trying to visualize my years in high school as that 14-year-old, I was incapable of predicting all the numerous funny, stressful, bittersweet, emotional, and sometimes crazy memories I would collect throughout my time at Hanceville High School. All the challenging volleyball practices and workouts, the YouTube vlogs with Kinsey, and so many more moments that helped shape who I am. Each of us have come so far and learned so much about the world and ourselves. Parents and others older than us say, get ready for the real world. But I would argue that we have been experiencing it all along. We all are venturing onto unique paths, whether that is continuing your studies at college, serving your country in the military, joining the workforce, or any other path. You should be so proud of all you have accomplished. Just a few examples of the innumerable accomplishments our special class achieved include winning first place for homecoming floats 3 years, successful athletic seasons, math team state champions, incredible band performances and wins, and even getting work experience and honing skills while still being in high school. It's important to properly recognize all the effort, time, and dedication everyone has put forth to better themselves, the school, and the community. Whenever you look back at all that you have accomplished throughout high school, don't merely feel relieved at the outcome, but be immensely proud of yourself for fulfilling your goals and striving for success. We navigated obstacles such as class presentations, book readings, essays, tests, and other bonus variables, such as the unpredictable Alabama weather, where it's sunny and beautiful one day and snowing and storming the next. Not to mention the personal struggles we individually face, family issues, academic stress, drama, anxiety, peer pressure, and so many other problems. And on top of everything else, we had to deal with the aftermath of COVID. We navigated online classes, hybrid schedules, confusion, and so many other challenges. May we instill these valuable lessons in our future, and just as we are children envisioning graduation, we should be full of anticipation and excitement for what the future holds for us. Although we are uncertain exactly what our future will entail, we will always be able to reminisce on our high school experience and draw strength from the barriers we broke through and triumphs we attained. And before I close, I would like to take a moment to thank everyone who supported me and encouraged me throughout it all. I wouldn't have made it without my girls, Kinsey, Zoe, Gracie, and especially Karis, who sticks by me through thick and thin and is always there for me as a shoulder to lean on and to give me advice. And all my other volleyball teammates, fast track friends, Lily and Riley, and classmates, and of course, the unfailing support from my family, church family, and work family. Also, a special thanks to all my teachers, coaches, pastors, and administrators who always went the extra mile and were vital pieces of my life, particularly Miss Lyle and my youth pastor, Corey. I'm so thankful and blessed to be a part of this exceptional class, and I will cherish all the lessons and memories made. And as you walk through the unpredictability of your own path, I earnestly hope you remember this verse. I sought the Lord, and he heard me, answered me, and delivered me from all my fears. Psalm 34:4. Thank you all for being here today to commemorate this monumental occasion. And to my fellow classmates, I'm so proud of everyone, and I'm eager to see what each one of you will achieve. Go Dogs!
Before we get to what you're all here for, which is the presentation of the diplomas, I want to offer just a few words to our seniors because this will be the last time we sit together in this fashion. Since you started middle school with me as your principal, I've always tried to stress doing the little things right. Showing up, being on time, acting right towards your teachers, and being cordial to your classmates, even if you're not all best friends. And working hard in class, even if you don't have straight A's. Yes, I encourage you to get better or greater, and I think that's the key to life. And to me, that is the goal, to be greater. Because if you strive to be great, there's an end game. If you try to be the greatest, you're going to be chasing something that you'll never achieve. I have many examples I could give you of people who strove to be greater and worked very hard after people told them, hey, you're the greatest, or hey, you are great. Michael Jordan won 6 championships in the 1990s. He was not happy after the first one. He wanted a second and a third, a fourth, fifth, and sixth. Tom Brady was the 199th player picked in the 2000 NFL draft. He was not happy with the first Super Bowl or the second. He won 7 Super Bowls. Again, they worked hard to be greater, even when people were telling them how great they already were. Steven Spielberg thought his career was over in 1975 when he made the movie Jaws. He never thought he would make another movie. He made many great movies, 80s, 90s, and beyond. But again, when everyone was telling him he was great, he continued to work hard to be greater. Nick Saban, right here in the state of Alabama, was not happy with 1 championship or 2. Again, 7 championships he won. Now, most of us will not be chasing millions of dollars or Super Bowl championships or NBA Finals championships. I understand that. But I think what we can take from this is that we always want to be greater and not just try to be great. Becoming greater is not about you being better than your classmate or somebody else. It's about being better than who you were yesterday or last week or last year. It's about being motivated and excited and understanding that I'm not there yet, but I'm headed there now. The point is keeping heading in the right direction. Whether you're the tortoise or the hare, we'll all reach our potential and become greater at different speeds. This is what makes you who you are, and we should all be proud of that. See, if we base life success on if we become great or the greatest, we may consider ourselves a failure. However, if we look at life as a never-ending journey of becoming greater and learning, I think we can always improve and not stress over some unattainable goal. And to be greater, again, you never stop learning. There's always going to be something you don't know, and you have to ask a lot of questions to be coachable. One of my favorite, maybe all-time favorite athletes was quarterback Peyton Manning, and he said the following: don't ever think, no matter how old you are or what you know, that you don't need to be coached. Everybody in the room, including 18-year-olds who are about to receive their diploma, can be coached and become greater at whatever it is you're trying to do. I think people are happier and find life more enjoyable when we're constantly striving to be greater at something. And I think everybody here has the potential to do just that. So what's the first step for an 18-year-old that's about to receive a diploma to become greater? Well, and I say this every year too. Some people try to downgrade the importance of a high school diploma. Well, everybody gets those these days. But for all of you going to college, could you have been accepted to a college without this high school diploma? No. For the 5 of our students who are going to the military, could you have enlisted in the military without a high school diploma? No. For the most of you that are entering the workforce, could you get the job that you want without a high school diploma? No. But remember, although you're getting this diploma and it's opening up a lot of opportunities, it does not guarantee you anything. And I know you're going to hear this phrase, if you've not already heard it, over the next few days and weeks and months. Welcome to the real world now, right? Well, the real world is here, but that is a good thing. That's what's supposed to happen. You are supposed to start in kindergarten, grow, learn, and make it to this day so that you can go on to bigger and greater things. And at this time, I'll leave you with one last quote, is that you can't get better if you're already convinced that you're the best. No matter what you know, how successful you've been, again, be coachable, try to be greater, and don't be satisfied with complacency. So my final congratulations to the class of 2025. Hail to the purple. We wish you all the best, and you know where we are if you ever need anything. So if you would, please give our graduates a round of applause. First row remain standing.
Elijah Michael Aiken. Allison Amador Vega. Jocelyn Stacy Amador Chavaria. Eduardo David Amador Frady. Grayson Zane Anderson. Casey Shy Autry. Brian Yahir Avila Peralta. Isaiah Blake Baxter. Brody Joshua Brenner. Luke Allen Michael Brown. Nathan Brandon Ray Bruton. Carson Lane Buckaloo. Brianna Lachey Burks. Olivia Cheyenne Butler. Brody Allen Butts. Kimberly Chavez Munoz. Jamarian Dion Clayton. Emily Shay Davis. Bryson Kyle Dillard. Preston John Drago. Joshua Ariel Espindola. Absara Mariani Falcon Lozano. David Claudio Fernandez. Jalen Ashton Flanagan. Jaslyn McKenna Flanagan. Cadence Lee Fortenberry. Gavin Alexander Garland. Charlene Barcenas Gonzalez. Luis Antonio Gonzalez. Carly Brooke Lynn Grimes. Haley Jade Guthrie. Trinity Mary Jean Hatfield. Zoe Grace Hembry. Jackson Hughes Howell. Ashton Shane Martin Hurst. Yes. Jensen Rylan Jackson. Oh, got it. Karis Lacella Ruth Henderson. Whitney Ann James. Shaylin Grace Shirley Jordan. Jacob Wesley Keith. Brooklyn Grace Kelso. Cameron Gage Key. Nathan James Kubia. Elena Sky Lambert. Hannah Nicole Lambert. Marquise Latrell Leith. Macy J. Lamond. Ronnie Eugene Lewis. Aaron Jackson Harper Lopez. Alexis Nicole McAlpine. Lakin Emily McBee. Alondra Michelle Placencia. Jason Devon Merriweather. Thomas Kane Messersmith. Diamond Lynette Miller. Jonathan Munoz Trejo. Haley Deshay Nethery. Benjamin Luke Nichols. Gabriel Quentin Agnilla. Quentin Bollander Olison. Stephen Cassidy Pace. Jackson Alexander Palma. Bailey Cade Patterson. Destiny Nicole Phillips. Dalton Heath Perkle. Zoe Dreama Pitts. Tyler London Quick. Josie Grace Radcliffe. Caden Nicholas Raymond. Marlene K. Recker. Catherine Allen Reisner. Jonathan Rodriguez Maya. Diana Paola Rodriguez. Betsy Yazel Rojas Garcia. Joshua Evan Ruth. Brandon Charles Sexton. Trinity Sue Schaefer. Kaylin Denise Sharp. Emily Diane Schultz. Nathan James Sloan. Olivia Michelle Stallings. Ava Caroline Starnes. Dominic Julian Sterling. Jeremiah Cortez Stoves. Sarah Rachel Marie Sweeney. Ashley Giselle Tello Trejo. Brooklyn Arlene Thompson. Mackenzie May Twilly. Peyton Kane Twilly. Auburn Blaze Waldrop. Brianna Nicole Watson. Caleb Michael Waitley.
Please turn your tassels. Graduating class of 2025.